Hello and welcome to the MyHeritage webinar series. I'm Jeff Rasmussen, your host, live at webinar headquarters in Middleton, Idaho. Today we have Guy Tsype with us, who is live in Or Yehuda, Israel, for his class On the Go, using your mobile device for genealogy. So thanks to Guy, and thanks to the more than 1,700 of you from 27 countries around the world for registering for today's live webinar, and wherever and whenever you are, glad to have you with us. And now I'd like to introduce our speaker. Guy Tsype is responsible for the MyHeritage iOS and Android apps. He leads a talented team that includes developers, QA engineers, and a designer to give MyHeritage users the best experience on their mobile device. He comes from the MyHeritage R&D department, where he served as a release manager for the mobile team. Well, please put together your virtual hands and let's give Guy Tsype a nice warm webinar welcome. Guy, how are you? And welcome to the show.
Hi, I'm doing great, Jeff. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here with you, speaking to all of you today.
Well, it's good to have you, and it's a fun topic for all of us too, and it's an extra treat, in my opinion, to have the guy responsible for the entire mobile app there at MyHeritage. So glad that you're here with us, Guy. Your screen looks good, and the time's all yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Jeff. So today we'll be talking about using your mobile device for genealogy, and let's jump right in. But before we do that, a few words about MyHeritage, the company I work for. So as some of you probably know, MyHeritage is the leading destination for families to discover, share, and preserve their family history. What makes us different is the global strength. We translate our website to 42 languages. We're friendly and approachable. We have exclusive data and superior technology. Some of that technology, but not all, is our accurate matching technology, which is the industry best, our easy-to-use family trees, and our billions of historical records. We're available on several different platforms. On the website, of course, which is available on all browsers such as Chrome, Safari, Firefox, and Internet Explorer. Additionally, MyHeritage also has an advanced desktop program called Family Tree Builder, or FTB for short, that lets you work offline. And the platform we're here to talk about today, the iOS and Android smartphone and tablet apps. Our iOS app currently supports iOS version 9 or newer, and the Android app supports Android 5 or newer. So just to get the technical details over. Today, we'll cover the following topics. We'll start by discussing the subject of why even use a mobile device for genealogy. I mean, this is a question worth asking since the practice or the profession of genealogy has thrived well before the first cell phone, let alone the first smartphone. Then we'll do a quick intro to the app and how to get it for those of you who are less familiar with it. We'll do a deep dive into some of the more common workflows and features in the app to get you going. And last, but definitely not least, I'll preview some of the features that are exclusive to the mobile app that we're very excited about. So the first question I asked is why even use a mobile app for genealogy, or in general? So just some stats for all of you. As of August, there are over 3.5 billion unique mobile internet users. People spend on average 69% of their media time on smartphones. Mobile devices drive 80% of global internet usage. So 80% of the usage is done on a mobile phone. And the bottom line is that the radical advancements in mobile and internet technologies have transformed our lives so that we rely more and more on our personal devices for everyday communications, tasks, entertainment, and much more. But why use a mobile app for genealogy, you say? So for most of you, your mobile device is with you anyway, on you at all times. For those of you who frequent libraries and archives, if you use a mobile app, you won't have to carry around a giant collection of documents and bulky paperwork. The storage on a mobile device is practically limitless. the plain and ease with which you can add data and media to your research. And your research will be available on all platforms and across your devices. And last but not least, it's great for sharing with family members, especially younger generations that spend most of their day staring at their phone screens anyway. So how do we get started? Like most apps, we go to the iOS App Store and the Google Play for Android users to download the MyHeritage app. We just search for MyHeritage in the search field, and our app will be the first result. Tap on Install, and the app will be downloaded and installed on your device. And while you're there, we'd appreciate it if you give us a 5-star rating. It always helps. After you install the device, you open the app, and of course, the first thing you need to do is sign into your account or log in. We have a few options with Facebook or Google or manual with your email. Once you're in, you'll see the main screen of the app. Now, the main screen consists of some shortcuts, the 5 round buttons you see at the bottom of the screen that represent the major sections of the app. At the top of the screen, you'll see the app menu, the main navigation represented by the 3 horizontal lines, and the inbox icon, which is the little envelope. If you tap on the app menu icon, the menu will open from your left side, and here you'll find all the screens and features and options in the app. So now that we got the basic info out, we'll dive into some common workflows to get you started. So let's dive right in. So as you may assume, we'll start with the family tree. In this case, we'll demonstrate the app with the tree of JFK, the 35th President of the United States. And I'll describe what we're seeing on the screen. So at the top, you'll see the family tree name. Tapping it will let you switch trees if you have more than one. On the top right, there's a tree view toggle. Tapping it will let you choose the type of tree view you want to view. Currently, we have the regular tree view, which you can see here, and the list view, where you can see all the family members listed. And coming very soon is a pedigree view, where you can navigate ancestral lines of people in the tree. We're very excited about this upcoming release. In the tree itself, you see the people and their details, of course. And to add people, which is the basic action in the family tree, you can either tap the plus icon that is highlighted on the screen, or do it from a tree profile. So here you can see a tree profile. It's JFK's. It shows you all the info you added about a certain relative, including facts, photos, their immediate family, matches, and much, much more. Most of the actions are grouped within the orange plus button. Tapping it will show all the new info you can add. Right now, we'll focus on adding another relative, just to get it going. So after I tap to add a relative and select to add a brother, I'll see the form here. Here we can submit some of the basic info for creating JFK's brother, Robert, including birth and death dates, and also a personal photo, which I can then edit, rotate, and crop to get the best view. After submitting it, voila, we see the new person added to the tree, and we enriched the tree and made it bigger. But now we'll want to add some more info to make the profile a little more detailed. So we want to add a fact. We'll go back to the plus button and tap on Add Fact. We'll then search for the fact we want. In this case, I'll add a military service. And here we can submit all the info we have about Robert's military service, such as the dates and the dates to add to the profile. The more info we add, the richer the profile becomes, and the richer the tree becomes naturally. So let's look at the other options we have in the profile. At the top, we have a menu icon, which is the 3 dots and a pencil. As you may have guessed, the menu icon opens additional options, such as view in tree, which is useful if you want to focus back on the tree to view the person, especially in the upcoming pedigree view. I can also delete the person if you wish to delete them or edit their info. And the pencil icon also is a shortcut to edit the info, some of the basic info about the person, like the name, living status, and dates, and photo. Okay, so now that we added a photo and a fact, we'll move to photos, which is a part of the app I personally very much enjoy. Usually photos come very naturally to mobile devices since you already have a camera, you have your camera roll, all the apps where you share and upload photos anyway. So naturally, the app should support all this functionality. The two main places in the app to view and manage the photos are the tree profiles, as seen on the left, and the main photo section, to which you can navigate via the app menu or the home screen shortcuts. So on the left, you see photos of a profile, and on the right, you see the family site photo album. When I tap to view a certain photo, I can see two views: a full image view with nothing obstructing the photo, and a detailed view which shows me people's tags, photo info, and several options at the top. You can tap on the photo to toggle between the views. Tapping on a tag will show me additional options. It will focus on the person I tapped on. And on the left screen, you'll see I tapped on Joseph's tag. We can see that his face is now highlighted, and there's a small menu on the bottom. This menu shows me some really useful options, like viewing Joseph's profile if I want to check some details or maybe contribute to his profile. I can edit tag if I'm not satisfied with its location on the photo. Or I can set this tag as Joseph's main profile photo, which is also very useful. Tapping on the menu icon at the top will open the menu on the screen on the right, which you can see. Here we have several useful options to edit the photo, tag it, delete the photo, and edit the details. So let's go ahead and tap on Edit Photo Info and add some useful details to the photo. So we see that the photo is already titled Kennedy Men and has the year, but I want to add the place. So I add Brookline in the place text field, hit save, and now it appears in the photo, as you may have expected. So uploading the photos is even easier. We can do it from several places, such as the plus button in the tree profile to add to a certain individual, the app menu, or as seen on the screen on the left, a photo album. After choosing to add a photo, we see a photo picker to choose a photo from your camera roll, or you can tap on the camera icon to take a new photo. After submitting, I'll see a small message with a hint telling me to tag the photo, which you can see on the right image, and that is exactly what I'll do. So once I select to tag a photo, I'll see that the photo appears with an orange highlight on the top, which indicates that I'm in tag mode. Once I'm in tag mode, the app applies face detection to suggest faces to tag. I'll go ahead and tap on the Who is this tag, and I'll see JFK's face highlighted. The next step will be setting this face as JFK's. For this, I'll tap at the top part of the middle screen where it says Who is this, and search for the person I want to tag. Once I chose the name, I'll see it in the tag. And now that we set the tag to JFK, I want to add the rectangle a bit to fit a bit better on his face. For this, we can drag the corners or to manipulate the rectangle, or we can drag it to move it slightly. Once I'm happy with the result, I tap on Save on the top right, and we have a tag. Now let's move to the Discovery section. The Discovery section is the part of the app where you, as the name suggests, discover new information for your research based on matches we have found. Since discoveries can take several webinars to give in an in-depth view, I'll go over the basics within the app. To view discoveries, you can enter via the Discoveries button in the menu or the Matches button in a tree profile. In case of the profile, it will only show you the matches of that particular person. On the screens is what we call the Discoveries lobby. It shows you a summary of all the new info that has been found and lets you filter and sort according to your needs. So there are 4 different types of discoveries that can help you with your research. Smart matches are matches with other people's trees that we have found using our advanced matching technologies. In many cases, these matches can add interesting facts, photos, and immediate relatives you didn't know existed. Record matches are historical records that we matched with a person in your tree. These are also very valuable since they often come with a historical record. We have person discoveries, which also are based on a match with another person's tree, but in this case, you can add an entire branch to your family. This is more suited to newer users that want to enlarge their tree quickly and have less people in it. And last but not least, we have the photo discovery, which can add personal photos to people in your tree. And it's very valuable in case you didn't know what they look like. You can find a photo you didn't have before. When accessing a smart match, you'll be asked to confirm or reject whether the match is correct. When you scroll down, you can compare all the different information about the person, and you'll see a tag in case the match has a new information to offer. Additionally, if you're still not sure, you can contact the site creator and discuss the connection. When entering a record match, you can see all the details listed, the record, and all the new information you can add. And finally, if you feel that the record is indeed has the right person, you can confirm it. And finally, we have the DNA section. The app features most of the capabilities you'll find on our website and lets you view your ethnicity estimate, manage and review your DNA matches, and manage your DNA kits, all in a very user-friendly way. So now we reach the very fun part. Here we'll talk about the features that are only in the mobile app. The more reason for you to download it. The first feature I'll show here is the feature we developed because we wanted to utilize another one of your device's native abilities, which is the microphone. Just a reminder for anyone from my generation, every phone has a microphone so that you can make calls, the other things besides texting. So we developed this feature because we believe that conducting real live interviews and having a conversation is a very good way to record family history. This is especially true for elder family members that don't have many years left on this earth. And we feel that recording a person's voice and speech, there are little idiosyncrasies, and for them to tell their story, you can really capture the personality much better than just by writing cold hard facts about them. So to record someone, you can go to their tree profile and in the plus button, select Add Audio. And if the person already has a recording, you'll see a headphones icon on the left of their profile photo. So in the case of JFK, we see one recording. Let's go ahead and tap that. Okay, so here we find a list of recordings for a specific person. We have several options here. We can swipe left on the recording to edit or delete, or tap on the microphone icon to add a new recording. Once we select to add a new recording, we'll tap on record to start the recording and on stop to stop it. And after that, the recording will be uploaded to the tree and will appear in the recordings list. Now all we have to do is tap on the existing recording and listen to it and make sure we have everything we want. Moving on to the next feature I want to present here. is the photo and document scanner. As I mentioned before, your mobile device is great for capturing and managing photos. But we want to go the extra mile here. We want to scan our physical photos and documents and not just take a photo of them. That reduces maybe its readability or clarity. I, for one, have tried in the past to take a photo of my physical photo album. It was always very cumbersome, and sometimes there was glare or I had my hand's shadow in the way. So for this exact reason, we developed a scanning feature. There are several ways to get to the scanner. If you want to add a specific person you could add it from the tree profile. Otherwise, you can do it from an album or the app menu. After opening the scanner, you'll be instructed to center the frame of the photo or document in the view. Once you do that, there will be an orange frame around it to indicate that the frame was recognized. But if it wasn't, you can tap on the capture button and then edit the frame. To edit the frame, as you can see on the image on the right, you can just drag the corners ever which way you'd like. When dragging, you'll see a magnifying glass on one of the corners so that you can accurately place the frame on the photo as precisely as possible. And once you're happy with the result, just tap on Next. Now, the cool thing about this feature is that you don't have to have a perfect rectangle for the outcome to be good. The scanner so-called flattens your photo or document to give you the best results. So if I hit on Next, I'll see that my document was perfectly scanned. Here I can also rotate it, add filters like black and white, or make the colors more vivid. Once I'm satisfied, I tap on Save, and the perfect scan of your image has been uploaded to your family site. Now you can proceed to give the photo a title, place, and date, and to tag the people inside the photo, of course. Another exclusive feature I'd like to present is the app inbox. Now, I may have cheated a bit since our website also has an inbox, but I believe the app inbox gives our users a great experience similar to a chat or an email app to make collaborating with other users as fun and easy as possible. New conversations usually start from a smart match or a DNA match when you contact the other site creator or the DNA match. But you can also start a conversation with members of your own family site. You can find the inbox under the envelope icon or in the app menu. You'll see a badge with a number on it in case you have new unread messages. Once you enter the inbox, you'll see a list of all your message threads. You can swipe right on a thread to see some options such as mark as read, mark as unread obviously, archive, reply and delete. You can also filter the messages to see only unread ones, archive messages, or messages that you yourself sent. To read a thread, just tap on it and you'll see your entire conversation. And to reply, tap on the reply button on the reply button and start typing. It's as easy as that. And the last feature I'll highlight today is a quick and easy text message invitation. We believe that more than one family member can work on the family site at once, and that relatives can collaborate in family research. For this reason, we thought that it is important to make inviting relatives as easy as possible. Now you can select any living adult person in your tree and invite them by text message by tapping on the paper plane icon. Here you can select whether to invite via email or text message. Once you select text message, a message with a link will open in your phone's text message composer. And all you have to do is find the contact info to send it to. Once your relative receives the text message, all he or she needs to do is tap on the link, log in, and they will be part of your family site. So those were some exclusive features of the app I was happy to feature. Jeff?
Okay, Guy. Fun. 80% of all internet is via mobile device now. That's incredible. So, yeah, glad that you've got this app. We've got some good questions that could uh, enhance our discussion here too. Several of the
Hmm.
questions that have come in are about synchronization. So Michelle is wondering if she has a tree up at myheritage.com, how does that tree interface with the mobile app?
So the app and the website, the tree on the website are always synced. The part of the reason we have the app is it has to be online, same as the website. So it syncs automatically with all the platforms.
Okay. So what you do, so if you do data entry on your app, on your phone or your tablet, then uh, if I go onto the tree via my laptop, it's going to be updated there also. So it's all synchronized. Is that right?
Yes, it's absolutely seamless.
Okay. Oh, good. Um, Charlene is wondering, does the app support two-factor authentication?
Actually, it does. We added it a few months ago. You can opt into two-factor authentication via text message or an authenticator app on the website, and the app will support its login with a verification code.
Huh, cool.
So we take our users' privacy very seriously, and we'll go to all measures to ensure it.
Yeah, good. Okay, thank you for that. Pam is wondering, is there a way to check her subscription status in the app?
We're actually working on a profile account section, which will have that information.
Yeah, okay.
Currently, you can only check it on the website,
Okay.
but of course, for subscribers, all the features are supported on the app, and subscribers will enjoy all the benefits they do on the website.
Okay, so that Tambra asks a question related to that. She says, uh, is a subscription to MyHeritage required to view the discoveries on the app?
It's not required to view the discoveries, but it is required to confirm information and save new information to the tree.
Okay. All right, there you go, Tambra. Let's go to Dreama's question, who says, can the app be used offline and then synced when you're back online?
Unfortunately not. That's actually a question we get a lot from our
Oh,
users.
really?
A lot of users want the ability to use the app offline, but currently, because we want to be synced with the website at all times, we only support online. But it's
Yeah.
definitely something we are considering for the future.
Okay. All right, good. By the way, Guy, you're doing good. I'm with all these questions. There's lots of them coming in. Uh,
Great, keep them coming.
okay, keep them coming, guys. Leola is wondering, is it possible to just completely sign out of the app?
Yes, of course. You can go to the settings in the app menu, and the bottom option is to log out.
Okay, there you go, Leola. Valerie is curious about the audio recording. Is there a maximum length for an audio recording?
I should know this, but I remember we did try recording of over an hour, and it was accepted.
It was. Oh,
Um,
wow. Okay.
yes, so the maximum is up there. I'll have to check it and get back to you though.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Martha, by the way, she says she just made a test change on her phone and it did appear on the website in seconds. So Martha is experimenting with the syncing abilities there, and it sounds like it's going well.
The
Um,
yeah the genealogical data is very important to us. We want to make sure its integrity is kept on all platforms at all times, and that our users see the same thing across all platforms.
yeah, good. Okay, so Don is wondering, is there a limit on the size of the free tree? Is that the 250 limit?
Yes. So yes, the all the requirements and the free benefits are the same as the website. In the
Okay.
case of the tree, it's 250 people.
Okay, good, thanks. Chris says, well, this is not a question, but Chris says, I just found out that I could change the cover photos and now have a beautiful photo of my grandchildren there. And Chris says, thank you. So there we
Uh,
go.
um, yeah, maybe I should have actually mentioned that. We do want to give our users a more personal experience in the app. So yeah, you can go into the settings and change your cover photo to whichever photo you'd like.
Oh, good. Okay, sounds like Chris has enjoyed that. Cindy says, "Is what is the current version number? So does the app have a version number so you can know which edition you have, and does it ever need to be
Yes.
updated?"
Yeah, we constantly release updates. Currently on iOS, the current version is 4.8.10. On Android, it's 4.9.2, if I'm not mistaken. We release a version update every 2 or 3 weeks. Usually, a lot of it is performance improvement, stability. We constantly try and improve it, and of course, add new features.
Okay. Well, Cindy says, "Well, good. That's what she has." So Cindy sounds like you're all up to date. Sandra is wondering what happens to her tree if her membership expires. Is it still there? Does she have access, or does she need to keep the membership going?
She should have access, especially if her tree is under 250 people. If not, I think usually the practice is to contact support and they'll be able to open it,
Okay.
at least partially.
Okay, thanks. Kathleen wonders, can you take the conversations from the app to share with family members who do not have the app?
Unfortunately, the conversations are contained into the app, so you can't contact like an email address from the app. Um, but we'd like to think that you can have full, rich conversation inside the app.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
if the family member doesn't have MyHeritage, you can always invite them via the text message.
Okay. Good, thanks. And now, speaking of that, William asks, may I use the text message invitation feature to contact DNA matches?
Well, we're talking about two different functionalities here. You can contact anyone, especially DNA matches. It's actually free of charge. To invite is actually to invite the person to your family site. Of course, you're welcome to do so, but this person will have access to your family site and to your data. So if that's what the end result you want, then sure, great.
Okay. Hey, let's talk DNA here. I did see in the app that there was a DNA menu there. Carol's wondering. Well, she said that she just received an email saying that she can upload her DNA results from other companies into MyHeritage. Is there a way for her to do that via the app?
Unfortunately not. It's not very convenient to do on mobile in general since you have to actually deal with physical files.
Yeah, I
I know
agree.
on Android it's a bit simpler, but on iOS you don't want to even go there.
Okay.
So if you want to upload a file, the easiest way is to do it on your computer or
Yeah,
laptop.
I would agree. And so she's saying also, is there a way to see if she has already uploaded a certain test? I guess you
Yeah,
would.
definitely. You can enter the Manage Kits tab, and you'll see all the kits you have uploaded or bought and their current status, and also actions you can perform with them.
Okay, so Carol, look for Manage Kits, and that's where you can see which kits you've uploaded. Thanks. Kathleen is wondering, can you share a recording that you make in the app?
Currently, no, but that is a feature we want to add in the near future. We've received some feature requests for this.
Okay. Well, I like it when you say either yes or honestly when you say no, and I look forward to our next webinar together when you introduce these new features. Let's
Sure.
say Cheryl's wondering, once you've invited someone to your tree and they're part of your family site, can they then make changes on the tree?
So the default currently in the app is yes. If you want to limit their permissions and their abilities to edit information, You can do it on the website. Currently, there isn't a menu to do so on the app.
Okay, but we do. Okay, so Cheryl,
But
you
it's
just head up to the website and make those permission choices up there.
yes, it's very configurable. You can decide exactly what a person can or cannot change.
Okay. Cheryl writes in saying thank you and has lots of exclamation marks after that. So Cheryl, glad that you're here and thanks for your question. Erica is wondering if you already have existing voice recordings, can you add those to the person or can it only be done by recording in the app?
Well, in the app, you can only do so by recording, but you can do it on the website by downloading the file and uploading the file to someone else.
Okay. So that would be that'd probably be in the media, adding media to a person. That's my
Exactly.
guess. Okay. All right. Do you know much? Here's a question from Lana. When you're adding new people, she's wondering, can you add both a biological father and an adopted an adopted father as well?
Unfortunately, no. That's also a feature we're meaning to add in the future.
Okay.
Currently, we only support biological.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
But if you have sorry about that. If you do have step parents or step children or adopted children in the tree, it will appear so in the app.
Okay. All right. Good. Let's see. Catherine is wondering about. Well, she's wondering if her internet service provider gives her enough to be able to work with this app. She says, do you need a large data package for your phone to be able to work with this app?
Definitely not. The app doesn't require a lot of data. It doesn't take up a lot of your bandwidth. It's not, I mean, it's not more significant than any other app you have.
Yeah, okay. Okay, can you tell us, this is a question from Sandra, can you tell us a little bit about sources? So can you add sources? Can you view sources?
Unfortunately, that is also not yet supported on the app. It is something we mean to add in the future.
Okay, but certainly that's
In my next webinar,
in your next
I'll
webinar.
preview it.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay, but certainly the sources are part of the online experience.
Of course.
Brian's wondering, is there information online or in print that that gives you an overview of using all of the parts of the app?
Well, there's a blog series and an FAQ section. Yeah, I mean, hopefully that's enough. There's a manual, I believe, on the website, also in the support center.
Okay.
And we mean to contribute to it constantly.
Okay. Good, thank you. So that, Mary, we've answered your question about entering the sources. Linda's wondering if you do a text invitation, does the recipient, do they have to also have the app installed?
No, but what will happen when they tap on the link, they will actually get automatically to the App Store where they will be asked to install the app. And once they install the app and logged in, they will join the family site. So they don't have to initially have the app.
Okay. All right. Let me switch over to my computer. If you still have questions or comments, be sure to type them in your questions area. I'm going to switch over here and let's do a couple of door prizes while we're waiting for that. Upcoming live webinars. These are the last two MyHeritage specific webinars of the year. And the next one, I always look forward to these ones. I love these reunions thanks to DNA, so we'll get to learn about more true stories of families reunited thanks to Genealogy. That's coming up on the 23rd of October. And then Mike Mansfield will be back to teach us about city directories. And he calls it much more than ye old phone books. Loves city directories for our research. So looking forward to that. And let's do a couple of door prizes. So we'll do a 1-year MyHeritage complete plan Now up on MyHeritage, there's two different plans. There's the plan where you have your family tree and you get all of the benefits from that, and the other one is the plan to access data. And so these two door prizes that I'll give away here will both be the complete plan, which includes all of those. So if you're here, then you are eligible to win, and I'm going to just have my random door prize picker tool choose our two door prize winners here today. And our first one, we're going to go to, let's go to Jeffrey Valiant. So Jeff, good to see you here today. Just writing down your name so I remember who I called. So very good. And I think my next slide is the same thing. So our next winner is going to be Susan Ronkovich. So Susan, if I said that correctly, I'll congratulate myself later. Okay, so we've got our two winners there for that. And let's just continue with questions that you have. Here's a question from Susan, our door prize winner. She says, could you run through how to record a conversation in the app once again? So, Guy, are you just in the media section in the app?
So basically, to record a conversation, you want to first go to the profile of the person you want to record. I see you're showing your screen. Okay, never mind. So you can go to the profile.
Oh, hey,
and you
Guy,
can...
let me switch this back over to you then.
Sure.
There we go.
Okay, let me just find the correct slide.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we can see a profile, JFK's profile. If you want to add a new recording and the person doesn't have recordings, you want to tap on the plus button. Here you'll see all the options, all the different things you can add to the profile. And the second from last is add audio. You just tap on that and you'll arrive at the recording screen where you can start recording your audio and pause or stop whenever you want.
Okay, so there you have it. I have a guy, my oldest son. He's preparing to leave home here soon, and so this past week I've, without him knowing, I guess I've been recording some fun moments here at home, and so it's been on my mind a lot more lately.
Yeah, it's important to save the memories.
Oh yeah. Is there any Cassandra is wondering, is there any editing opportunities once you have created the audio?
Well, not on the app, but what you can do is go to the website and download the actual file. And if you have any audio editing software, you can easily upload it there and manipulate the audio however you see fits.
Yeah, good. Okay. So Valerie was curious. She says, was Guy using his smartphone to scan those photos?
I was actually. I prepared a few screenshots just to feature. Let me skip to them actually. I printed out this document and I wanted to kind of demo how we scan the document.
Yeah.
And I used my phone.
Okay.
So it's a first-hand look on how the feature is used.
Yeah, I don't know, Guy. Sometimes I think I'd like to go back to the days before my smartphone and just kind of relax a little bit and nobody can reach me. But yeah, they're good though.
It does keep you connected. Yeah.
Yeah, they're good. Let's see. Yolanda is wondering, when you do a scan like this, is that scan embedded into the app, or is it a separate picture file that she can then use on her phone to do other things?
Okay, that's a great question, actually. It is uploaded as a regular photo, but what you can do, as soon as the photo is saved and uploaded, you can, let me just skip to the appropriate slide. Okay, you can tap on the photo menu and you have a save to library option.
Oh, okay.
So this will actually save the uploaded scan onto your phone camera roll or your gallery. And then you
Okay.
can print it, or you can share it with other people. You can share it with people from the app too, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. So Corinne says I already have the an older version of the MyHeritage app on her iPhone. Does she need to remove that and then install the latest one?
Definitely not. If you have uh, a supporting operating system version, you can just go to the store and update the app.
Okay.
Actually, it's important to keep updating the app to keep receiving new features and improve performance and more stable features.
So is that app? I know on my phone, a lot of my apps, when there is a new update, it just gets them automatically. Is my
Yeah,
MyHeritage app is it done in that way also?
of course. If you set your App Store to update automatically, MyHeritage will also
Yeah. Okay.
act accordingly.
All right. Well, so to answer some other questions, which has been asked several times, they're wondering how does Jeff use the MyHeritage app, and and
That's a
so
great question.
so yeah, I've got it here, and I've actually it's come in really handy a few times. So my main tree guy I have in my desktop software, legacy family tree. I could you could also have it in FTB also, but I've got mine in legacy. And what I've done is I just created a GEDCOM and I uploaded that to my heritage tree. And because I've done that, I now have access to all of my legacy data, either online in the MyHeritage tree or in the MyHeritage app right here on my phone. I guess I primarily use it as a tree in my pocket where I can always view everything that I have. I know we're working on the sync tool to sync legacy and my heritage, and so I'll get a lot more what's the word? A lot more interactivity between the two once that's complete. But yeah, I just at least at the very least upload what you have into a MyHeritage tree. Again, that you do that via a GEDCOM file, and then install the app, and then you've got access to everything right there. And Julie says, "Do I need a MyHeritage account to use the app?" I would think you'd at the very least you would need an account, whether a free
Yes,
account or
that's
the
right.
one that's paid for. Yeah. So yeah, Julie, you would need that. And Paul is wondering. Paul's in New Brunswick, I think. He's wondering how big is the app? Is it going to fill up his the memory on his phone?
No, definitely not. It's somewhere around 60 to 80 megabytes,
Okay,
which is
not
fairly
bad.
small for an app this feature rich. I'd like to come back to something you said. I liked your description of having your family tree in your pocket. I think that's especially relative nowadays because, well, for at least for myself, I have sometimes have a lot of found time if I'm riding the train or waiting for the doctor's office,
Yeah,
where I can just pull out my phone and view new information or edit things I meant to change on the tree and
yeah,
go through my photos and tag the people I meant to tag. Um, it's just really nice to have on the go when you have some found time.
yeah, yeah. Guy, it was maybe a couple months ago. My dad called me, and he couldn't remember the name of one of his really old cousins that he knew maybe 50 years ago, and he said, "Jeff, will you look it up for me?" Well, I wasn't home. I was in the store, and so but I pulled up the MyHeritage app and really quickly found the answer to his question, and it just gives you a little bit of, I don't know, your access to your tree wherever you are. So that was nice. So
Yep.
let's answer Robert's question. And we're about through these. Robert's wondering how can he find out what the cost of membership is, and is the use of his tree is it unlimited if he does have a paid membership?
Okay, well, regarding the price, usually it depends on the subscription, of course. We post all the prices on the website and in the app once you reach the payment page. As
Okay.
far as the unlimited usage, it also depends on your plan. If you have a Premium Plus subscription, you can get an unlimited tree. And the complete subscription will get you full access, unlimited access to all the features, including the historical records, tree size, all the matches, and yeah, everything's open to you.
Okay. So Cassandra's asking an interesting question about the space that you are allotted with your subscription. Is the space, is it unlimited media space that our account gives us?
Yes, it is unlimited.
Okay, so Cassandra, I see the rest of your question there, but because it is unlimited space, then yeah, there would be no issues. Well, Guy, this was an enjoyable way to learn a little bit more about the MyHeritage app. Um,
Great.
neat
Thank you
to
for letting
neat
me
to
talk.
oh yeah, neat to see some of what it can do. I like talking with the guy that's in charge of the whole thing. So that's kind of a treat for me here to share you with our audience. But is there anything else that you'd want to say to us before we say goodbye?
Um, Sure. If you have any interesting feedback, I mean, I'd be happy if you all downloaded the app and started using it, and keep the feedback coming. I mean, we want to hear about your experiences, what you think could be done better, what you like, and yeah, just be in constant contact with our users.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, thanks to Guy Sipa here from MyHeritage over in Israel, and thanks to all of you wherever and whenever you are around the world. Appreciate it. We'll see you next time. And remember, life is short. Do genealogy first. Bye, everyone. Bye, Guy. We'll see you
Bye.
later.
Thank you.
Yeah.